Hey, so it is Sunday night, and we're talking about Breathe in our A to Z essential oils series here. And Breathe is the respiratory blend, so it kind of speaks for itself. It's good for your respiratory system. Like I usually do, I'm going to start reading from the Emotions and Essential Oils book. So the respiratory blend is the oil of breath. The respiratory blend addresses the inability to let go of grief and pain. The individual in need of respiratory blend struggles to breathe and literally feels suffocated by sadness. The lungs and air passages become constricted, preventing air and emotion from releasing. The root of this condition is feeling unloved. The individual grieves the love they never received. They often shut down due to fear, not knowing whether the love they need will be there. They distrust whether it's safe to open and take in life. Respiratory blend encourages individuals to release grief and sadness and to receive genuine love and healing. Respiratory blend also supports individuals' relationships. Sorry, I was moving my mouse around. I couldn't find it. That's how it goes sometimes. Respiratory blend also supports individuals' relationships with spirit and deepens one's connection to life. It invites individuals to let go, in quotes, breathe out, and receive, in quotes, breathe in. In this way, the blend teaches individuals to embrace life through breath. Respiratory blend imbues individuals with the courage to fully open. So the ingredients in the respiratory blend are laurel leaf, peppermint, eucalyptus, melaleuca, and it says other essential oils in there, but let's see. It is laurel leaf, eucalyptus, peppermint, melaleuca, lemon, ravensara, and cardamom. And that's listed from most to least in quantity. The emotions addressed are sadness, grief, despair, unloved, difficulty breathing, constriction, and distrust. The companion oils are lime, eucalyptus, the DNA repairing blend, which is DDR prime, and white fir, and the calming blend, which would be Serenity. Serenity is the restful one. I'd have to double check on what the calming blend is. Okay, so on to my other notes here. So the respiratory blend was really formulated for any issue specifically that deals with the respiratory system. Can be used topically or aromatically. You're not to use it internally. And again, with doTERRA, the way that you tell that is on the bottle. Just a little breathe bottle. This just has, I don't know if you can read it there, it just has an ingredient list on it. There's no supplemental fact label. So if the oil only has an ingredient label on it, it is not recommended for internal usage. If it has the supplemental fact label, kind of like food does at the store, then you could use it internally. There are breathe drops that are like a cough drop, which are really good if you've got any sort of congestion going on in your chest or in your head. They are formulated differently, so they're safe for ingestion. There are compounds in the breathe oil this oil that you don't want to ingest, but the breathe drops are formulated a little differently so that you can ingest them. Oh, I already read that. So breathe contains oils that help open your airways and oxygenate your body. And then there's another group that are specifically to help detoxify anything in the lungs that might be causing problems. It may also help to loosen up any secretions that there may be. Laurel leaf, eucalyptus, peppermint, ravensara, and cardamom are very specific to opening up your airway, oxygenating your cells, helping you to take in more oxygen, and basically help improve the process of breathing in and exhaling. Cardamom is one of the newest ingredients in Breathe blend. I think that was added last year. It was reformulated to include the cardamom. Cardamom is a spice that's used in, if you like chai tea, that's what it's used in. The oil is great to help children with respiratory elements because there's no peppermint. So that's a great oil to reach for, is cardamom, if your child is having a little bit of congestion and they need some help with their respiratory system. Melaleuca and lemon, that are both in Breathe, help to detoxify the lungs. When you use Breathe, you are most likely having a respiratory issue. So the safety that comes with using Breathe, this blend doesn't contain peppermint. There's a very profound, drawn-out debate online about little kids using peppermint. When you blow in a baby's face, if you do that, if you blow in a baby's face and they kind of suck their air in, that's a reflex. It is called a couple different things. The diving reflex or the trigeminous reflex. And that's how you can get little kids to learn how to swim when they're small, because you can blow in their face and then they'll breathe in, hold it, and you can dip them under the water and they'll come back up kind of thing. So it goes away as the children get older, but one of the compounds in peppermint actually can cause that reflex to happen. And so if you were to apply peppermint anywhere near a little one's face, they could do that and it could just slow down their respirations, which is not what you want to do. I said that. I'm just going through my notes here. So you can use peppermint diluted or diffused for little kids, but cardamom is better to use for infants and really, and little small children. So I'd say infants maybe up to 4 or so. The touch line is perfect to use for babies and small children because it's pre-diluted and you don't have to worry about getting the right dilution rate. But I still, even if you were using the Breathe Touch, I probably would put it, I'd probably even dilute it more, especially with infants and little ones. So every night I have a diffuser in our bedroom, and I always diffuse Serenity and Breathe. My husband likes to lay on his back and make a lot of loud noise when he sleeps, and it's not very nice sometimes. So I poke him in the shoulder and say, dude, roll over. But the Breathe I have to say the Breathe really seems to help. And I know that you can put a drop of Breathe on your big toe, and that's supposed to help with snoring. And I believe it's thyme that also helps with that. If you put a drop of thyme on your big toe, that will help with your loud noise maker person. So a great way to use Breathe. I'm going to take my Breathe here and open it up. It smells so good. And now I can breathe easier. Ha! Okay, so if you put a drop in your palm, there we go. You got one drop. Massage your palms together. And then you can hold your hand. You can do this with peppermint too, or wild orange or whatever. And cup. Woo! You can literally feel your sinuses open. Woo! Yeah. I'm glad I got my glasses on because it probably make my eyes water. Another way that you can do it is to cup your fist like this, kind of like you were gonna inhale and do a big breath, and it'll really kind of open your airways. So the Breathe Respiratory Drop, the edible ingredients in it are lemon, peppermint, cardamom, eucalyptus, thyme, and melissa. So see, it's got a couple different things than the oil does. And the Breathe drops you can use on anyone 5 or older, every 2 hours or as needed. Kind of with the Breathe drops and the On Guard drops also, they're kind of strong. And so I always recommend keeping the wrapper because you might want to take it in and out a couple of times and not just leave it all the way in. But yeah. So that's all I have about Breathe oil. If anybody who's watching the replay has anything else that they'd like to comment on, please put it in the comments below this. And next week we will see you, and we're talking about, I think it's cardamom next week, I believe. If that's not correct, I'll correct myself, but I think it's cardamom. So I will see you next Sunday, 6 o'clock, and have a great week. And happy Thanksgiving, because it'll be after Thanksgiving. So, all right, I will talk to you later. Bye.